Alright guys, I think we're finally ready to get started here. Oh, I just realized I'm showing y'all a black screen. Hang on. There's always got to be at least one technical difficulty, right? Here we go. There we go. I meant to show you guys airplane we're going to be flying today. Let me fade out our music here. Welcome to the Crazy Flyer 175 channel. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of flying in the jet. I see two active towers kind of close by. That's Nashville and Louisville. So we're going to do an IFR flight between them. Should be pretty short flight. This one's kind of a spur of the moment stream. So we're actually going to do all the flight planning here live, and then we'll get into it. We'll complete the flight and have some fun. So let's jump into it. I do have an exciting announcement. I have a new ability with my streams now. Check this out. Let me make sure. Yep, this should work. I can overlay my iPad now on the screen, so I can actually show you guys my charts. We can look at the weather. I can kind of show you what I'm seeing on the moving map display. This is a pretty awesome capability. I'm excited to have this, and we're going to use it today as we do some flight planning. Anyways, let's jump into it. We're going to start off, we'll kind of get the flight deck set up, then we're going to plan the flight, we'll do our performance calculations, we'll file, and then we'll get underway. So we're just going to start off here and kind of set up everything to auto, make sure flight deck's set up how we like it. We'll do our warning systems tests. So annunciator lights, we're just going to look around the flight deck. Make sure everything illuminates. Fire tests. Well, fire. That's working. And the other fire system. Engine fires. Buttons illuminated. Triple chime and annunciators. Stall protection test. Oh, come on. Hard to do this with track IR. Stick pusher. It's working. And ice protection. Just make sure we don't get any abnormal annunciations. Okay. Alright. We'll continue with the flows here. Pumps are open. Those are in auto. We'll leave that on. We'll be boarding up here shortly. Ice protection's off. We're auto. Ignitions be in auto. That's good there. Low though, that's normal. Auto, and there we go. The flight deck set up the way I like it. I think we got it all. Alright guys, so hold this up here. I'm going to pause the track IR. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the iPad. So we're going today from Nashville up to Louisville, and we're going to actually plan the flight here. So typically the way that I'll do it in flight plan, whoops, keep hitting the wrong buttons, go to procedures, just see if there's any departure arrivals that kind of match up. So we can maybe do this one. What's that? The MBEL for arrival for Louisville. Let's see here. Let's take a look at that procedure. Turbojet aircraft only. Looks like it's an RNAV arrival. It's got various different transitions depending on your runway. Okay, let me see. So I'm going to load it up just real quick, because I don't have any subscription that gives me a current database. This is just the default X-Plane 11 database that we're using today, so got to keep that in mind. Turn on my, whoops, where's the, there it is, keyboard entry. So we're going to Kilo, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2 Sierra Delta Foxtrot is Louisville. Oops. KSDF. Alright, why isn't this working? KSDF. There we go. So we'll go procedure. I just want to make sure this arrival would actually be in our database. This is the Embraer 4. It's changed a little bit, but it looks like it's in there. And we'd be from Wanav. Yep. That looks like it's in there. What direction would they probably be landing up there in Louisville? Weather. Winds are out of the south, so I'm going to guess they're landing in 17s. And from that direction, probably 17 right. I just want to load up. I just want to see if the waypoints are massively different or it's pretty similar. So I show going from Wanav to Mighton, Embell, Bourbon, and then for the 17 left transition, Bulko, Hagen, Colonel, and Scary. Doesn't look like Scary is in there. Oh, actually I lied. That is not part of the arrival. That's, I think, a transition to an approach. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's all matching up. And then a 349 off of Colonel for the 17 right transition. That's about 5, that's a couple of degrees off, actually. It's 345 in the box, 349 on the chart. So we'll have to keep that in mind. Otherwise, it's matching. So I think we'll file that. So we'll depart Nashville. Do the Kirsta departure, maybe? Probably do that one. This would not be a very, there'd be kind of a sharp jut from Kirsta over to Wanav. ATC could probably give us a little shortcut. This one, yeah, we could probably load that in. So let's make sure it's in here as well. The departure, what was it, Krista arrival. And let's see, what runway are they departing here in Louisville? I'm just going to get the digital ATIS here. Okay, they're off the 20s. It looks like all of them are open today. We're on, I guess we're kind of in the middle, maybe 20 center, would be my guess. Oh, they don't have, I wonder if if the other runway didn't exist when I made this. So what would that be? 0 or 20 left, maybe? Load this in. It's showing all of them. So 20 left. Does this should allow me to depart 20 center. It looks like 20 center shows up in X-plane here. Left. Let me try that again. Let me just make sure 20 center is not showing up here. Departure. What was it? Krista. Yeah. Alright, well, in that case, let's just select 2 right. Or 20 right, I mean. I guess that'd be the best of them. It's not an FMS nav off the runway anyways. It's radar vectors out to Sarah for the first fix. So, either way, it shouldn't really matter all that much. So, okay. Well, we got that in there. Let's see, we'll close that. Alright, so I think that routing will work. So we'll add that departure to the route, and then we'll add this arrival to the route. So it's got a sharp jut there. I don't know if there's going to be a center controller. Maybe once we get past like Krista, we could go direct to 1F. I don't see any reason we couldn't. We'll just kind of see how it works with air traffic control. Let me close that chart. There we go. And we'll turn off the procedures. So this would be our route of flight. Northbound, it's just got that one sharp jut there, but that puts us on a departure and an arrival. Hopefully it'll flow smoothly with air traffic control. So we got it planned. The flight distance is 132 miles, so we don't need a lot of gas. Let's just kind of take a look and see how we're loaded here. Got about 1,100 pounds of passengers. Total fuel on board, 3,000 pounds. That should be plenty, honestly, for a short flight like this. I'm not going to fuel this up at all. Alright, let's get ourselves filed on the flight plan. I'm going to do that. So let's see, we're going from Bravo November Alpha to Kilo Sierra Delta Fox. Proposed departure time, let's see, we're at 14:20. Let's call that 14:50 actually. Give ourselves plenty of time. Estimated time en route, this is going to be a short one. It's going to be, let's see, 132 miles at let's see, here's the other question: how high do we want to cruise? We're probably not going to go any much higher than maybe 12 or 14 for such a short flight like this. So call it 300 knots ground speed, 132 miles. It'd be just over 30 minutes. Call it like 35 minutes. I'm not real scientific about a flight this short. Cruising will probably be about 320-ish, true 340. And we'll cruise it, we'll go up to 14. We don't need to get up real high. Let's see, and so our route of flight is going to be the Krista 3 OLC. And then the 1AV MBEL transition. Or MBEL for arrival 1AV transition, actually. I think that's how you file it. Like that. Okay. So yeah, fuel on board, that be about, what, 3 hours maybe? Should be plenty enough for this flight. 14,320 IFR Nashville, Louisville, Krista, OLC transition, and then the MBEL for 1AV transition. I think we're good to go. And we'll go ahead and file that. Flight plan is filed. Alright. So we'll jump back in here. Let's see, we'll turn those on. Let's see if we can grab our clearance, and we'll grab, let me actually write down the ATIS today as well. We are November 6 Mike. And here's the other thing, did I... Okay, yeah, I just making sure I got the right call sign into VATSIM. So let's see, who's our controller working? Let's open this up. Okay. So information Delta, winds, I don't think he actually got the winds in there. Here, let's listen to the ATIS actually real quick. So our ATIS frequency here in Nashville is 1351. Get that tuned up here. 1351. And listen.
4010. Few clouds at 20,000. Temperature 31. 2.23. Altimeter 3014. Landing and departing runways 20 left, 20 center and 20 right. ILS and visual approaches in use. Simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use. Advise on initial contact. You have information Delta. Nashville International Airport ATIS information Delta 1353 Zulu. Wind variable at 5. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 20,000. Temperature 31. 2.23. Altimeter 3014. Landing and departing runways 20 left, 20 center and 20 right. ILS and visual approaches in use. Simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use. Advise on initial contact. You have information Delta.
Okay, so we got the ATIS towers 18.6. I think that's the only controller in use right now. 18.6. Swap that over, and actually we'll verify that here in about ATC. Yeah, he's on 18.6. Okay. So SDF. Altitude. Expecting 140. 10 after. Alright, guys, we're going to go ahead and call for the clearance. Nashville clearance, good morning. November 66 Mike's clearance to Louisville. Over.
That's a 569er, winds variable 5 knots for me 20 right, clear time.
Roger that, clear to land second time.
Hang on. Oh, I know what's going on. It's a keybind issue. I forgot this airplane has a different control setup, so I gotta bind a key for my push to talk. Or my, yeah. Oh, it's under the joystick. Let's see. There it is. Alright, and PTT. I haven't flown this airplane on VATSIM yet. Let me make sure that's working. In tower, good morning. November 66 Mike, clearance to Louisville.
There are 66 Mike, Nashville Tower, good evening, clear to Louisville. Krista, free departure of the transition that has failed. Climb 4,000, expect flight 140, 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 122.8 and squawk 0427.
Alright, November 66 Mike is cleared to Louisville Airport via the Krista 3 departure all-sea transition. Then is filed. Climb maintain 4,000, expecting 140, 5 minutes after. Departure frequency 122.8, squawk 0427.
November 66 Mike, readback is correct. Fish at your discretion. Coleman's ready for taxi.
Alright, we'll call you back. Thanks, 66 Mike. Alright, guys.
Delta 569
Got
66, Mike.
clearance. So it's going
Just
to
a
be
quick question for you.
4,000 feet. And it's on the departure as expected. Oh, battery discharge. Oh, damn. Did I never turn on my GPU? I never did. Oops. Well, I'll charge up the batteries now. That would have been unfortunate. Discharge our batteries completely. That would require maintenance. Okay. Yeah, we're good there. Oh, yeah, we could arm up the emergency lights now, too. But we're going. I'll clear that one out. And oxygen pressure low. Oh, I missed that on my flow. There we go. Alright guys, so 4,000 feet, we were cleared as file, it is in the box, and just in case something goofy goes on with the sim, I'm going to actually store the flight plan just in case we need to recall it at any point. 4,000 feet, expecting 1410 after, and 0427. 7 is in the box. We'll squawk altitude, and we'll go ahead and do it now. We're going to be starting up here momentarily anyways. Actually, we still got to do performance calculations. I forgot about that. Okay, so route's in the box. We got a good squawk, and we're loaded up. Let's go ahead. I'm going to jump over to the iPad here for a minute. Let me find the performance charts. I'll show those to you guys here in a minute. And we'll get our takeoff numbers, and then we're out of here.
Nashville Tower, good morning. Delta 1305 is 35 miles out, requesting ILS landing for 20 left.
That's
Delta 1305, you can report final runway 20 left. I'll give you clearance.
Okay, bring you guys back on the iPad with me.
Will do.
Head back over here. Oh yeah, I don't have a stream monitor set up. I don't even have my chat up. I hope nobody's tried talking to me. Sorry guys. There we go. Oh, Overcast Aviation. Thanks for the raid, man. I appreciate that. Probably did that like 20 minutes ago. My bad. Alright. So we're going to look at our performance charts here. We got a long runway, so we're going to do flaps 1. Ice protection off. That should be plenty enough for us here. Let's see, how much are we weighing? So we're going to be weighing, current mass is 73.99, so we'll call it 74. Or round up, I guess, to 76. And we're going to be, airport pressure altitude is going to be about 1,000, rounded up. So 1,000 feet, flaps 1, ice protection off, and ATR off. Actually, ATR should be on, shouldn't it? Let's find the correct chart here. Or are they all ATR off? Ah, they're all that way. Okay, well, we'll go back up. Hang on, guys. There we go. Come on. Alright, so flaps 1. Pressure altitude 1,000, ice protection off. Alright, outside temperature was 3.1, we'll call it 3.5, and 7,600 pounds. So we need 1,339 meters. Speeds 109, 109, and 118. 109, 109, 118. Alright. And 1,300 meters, that's going to be, what, 5,000 feet. We got plenty enough runway here. So we're good there. We got our takeoff numbers. And VFS 135. Did I get that in there? Oh, VFS 135. Hold on. Oh yeah, 109, 109, 118, V2. There we go, and 135 VFS. Alright. got that. So that was, by the way, I guess I'll highlight it for you, show you where it is getting that from. That is this line. Oh, well, let me highlight. So if you go over from 30 degrees under the 76, oh, actually, I got the wrong one. We're 7600, so it's, oh yeah, no, 35. 35 degrees, 76. That's 106, 106, 115. I got the wrong one. There we go. I swear I have it right. 106, 106, 115, and 132 for 7,600 kilograms. Okay. Speeds are in. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. So we're going to get the door closed up. We're going to get started, and we'll get underway. Let's grab my checklists here, too. Where did I put them? Where are my checklists? There it is. Alright, 4-star checklist. Pre-flight tests are complete. Oxygen bottle is set. Pressurization is good. Electrical panel is set. Voltage is good now. We got the ground power on. Bleed pedal is auto. Fuel panel is pumps auto. Cross feed off. Hydraulic pump shut-off valve are both open. Pusher cutout is pushed out normal. Ice protection is off. Engine fire panel buttons are pushed out and bottle is off. Start stops are stop. Ignition auto. Thrust lever is idle. Flaps speed brake up and closed. Parking brake set. Doors are closed. 4-star checklist is complete. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started here. We'll give our marshaller the signal. We're going to be starting the engine. Lights are on. Beacons come on automatically with the start stop selector. We're going to start engine number 1. Alright, light off, N2 and 1 rise, fuel flow, oil pressure rise, ignition cutoff, stabilizing temperature, and we've got a good start. Electrical confirm generator has taken the load. It has. We'll go ahead and we'll give them the signal to disconnect our ground power. Alright, ground power is disconnected. We're going to go ahead and start up engine number 2. N2, light off, N1, oil pressure, fuel flow. Watching for any abnormalities. We're stabilizing. Good stable start. Electrical's online. Good start. Alright, and let's see, we'll configure flaps. Flaps 1, trims on this panel here. Pitch trim will go about 8.0. Roll and yaw trims are normal and centered. Alright, and yeah. And I need to bug my initial heading here, actually, so I'm going to jump back over. I forgot to do that. Make sure I have my procedure pulled up here, ready to go. View airport. I'll show you guys what I'm doing here. So on flight plan go, we'll go to procedures. We're going to fly the...
Delta 1305 is on final 14 miles out, requesting clearance for 20 left.
Delta 1305, runway 20 left, winds variable, 5 knots, clear to land.
201 on the heading.
Clear to land, Delta 1305.
Okay, let's do after start checklist. GPU is disconnected. Electrical emergency is pushed out. Stall protection has been tested. Takeoff data is set. Trims are green. Flight controls. I guess we didn't do a flight control check. We'll just do a visual check here. Helps make sure the joystick's working. Rudder. Alright, flight controls are good. Ice protection is as required, and flaps set 1. Checklist is complete. Alright guys, I think we are ready to taxi. We'll go ahead and I'm going to pull the airport diagram up on the chart here. Download the current. So we can accept 20 center or 20 right, or really we can accept any of them. We'll just see what goes. I'm going to expect 20 center. And we are out of the Atlantic FBO. Yeah, we're out of Atlantic. Go. Alright guys. Turn my track IR back on. Let's call for taxi. And Nashville. Oops. Let's have to break. Nashville, November 66 Mike's, ready to taxi. Information Delta, out of Atlantic.
November 66 Mike, taxi, right 20 center via Tango 4 Sierra 7.
Alright, runway 20 center via Tango 4 Sierra 7, November 66 Mike. Alright guys. So it's going to be Tango 4, which will be this first taxiway here. We go northbound and a left turn, Sierra 7. We are rolling. Oh, didn't intend to, but that's alright. Oh, one thing I forgot to bug is my initial speed. We're going to bug our speed at about 210 for the initial climb. There it is. Alright, this is going to be a right-hand turn on Tango 4. Clear on the left. Turn the taxi light on. Alright, so just a quick departure view. It's going to be a 201 heading, radar vectors out to our first fix. 4,000 feet is the altitude. If we have an engine failure, we'll depart straight out, troubleshoot, and then come back here if we need to. Taxiing a little quick. Make sure not to blow past Sierra 7. That would be awkward. Alright, let's do some of the before takeoff config.
Takeoff. Okay.
Checked. CAS is checked and clear. Signs are on. Yacht Amper is off. Ice protection not required. ATR will be on the roll. Passenger advice. External lights and transponder to go. Go transponder on. 0427. Squawk. Oops, I almost.
November 66 Mike, on up to Carol, winds variable 5 knots for me 20 center, clear for takeoff.
RNAV to where? Alright, runway 20 center, clear for takeoff. RNAV to Sarah, November 66 Mike. Alright, that makes sense. So he's basically giving me a direct to Sarah after we depart.
Delta 1305, welcome
Lights,
to Memphis.
strobes,
Continue right hotel, Juliet, Tango 4 Sierra, good day.
and checklist items.
Can you say again those taxi instructions?
You ready to go, guys?
Hotel, Juliet, Tango 4 to the ramp.
I'm going to go ahead and turn the iPad off for you guys so you get an item.
Taxiing via Hotel Juliet Tango 4 to the ramp, Delta 1305.
We're clear on the runway and we're clear for takeoff. I see a 20 center painted on the runway. We got the correct runway. Get lined up. We'll hit the toga button for some initial guidance. Here we go. 20. Toga set. $80 knots. Cross-checked. V1.
Nashville Tower. I don't have my taxi charts pulled up. Is Juliet going to be the first left here or the second one?
Yep, it's the first left there. Actually,
Hey,
that's the second left. You can take either of those two.
Alright, now we'll proceed direct to Sarah. Oops. There we go. Direct. Activate.
November 665. Memphis Center is offline frequency change per good day.
Alright, frequency change proof. Good day. 66 Mike. And we'll go nav mode. Flaps up. Climb power set. And autopilot on. And we'll go to flight level change. Oops. There we go. Flight level change, 210. Alright, we'll go to 122.8. So center's offline, so we're pretty much on our own for en route. We'll continue to climb out. We're pretty much out of his airspace now, so we'll climb maintain 14,000. Oops. There we go. 14 set. And above 3,000, we'll go ahead and accelerate out to 250 for our climb. Oops, not 260. Oh yeah, I forget about this feature that Arabesque has. I should use that more, because that makes life a lot simpler. Alright guys, after takeoff checklist, landing gears up, flaps are up, yaw damper is on, thrust levers are MCT, pressurization is checked. We're holding 1,400 feet, climbing 500 feet per minute. Altimeter is cross-checked. Ice protection not required. External lights as required after takeoff is complete. Oh, I forgot to reset my fuel calculator. What are we at? We'll just increase it a ways. I know we got plenty of fuel. That's just for situational awareness. That really is a requirement. There's Nashville. Nice day down here. Not bad. Alright, let's see. I'll bring the iPad back on. We're done with our departure chart. We're actually going to go ahead and we'll look up Louisville. KSDF. And we are flying the Embraer 4 arrival. So let's see, do we have any altitude restrictions? I don't see any. Any expects even? Not really. So Alright, we're above 10,000. We're actually almost to our cruising altitude. This is going to be a pretty quick one. So we're going to get our ATIS here as soon as we're level. $13 for 14. Alright, let's look up our ATIS frequency. It's going to be 118.72. So go 118.72. And let's see if we can get it. Nope, maybe not quite yet. So we still got Nashville showing up. I'm curious to see how long it'll take before Louisville will show up. It's at about 70% power. It's a nice, easy cruise. Don't need to go too quick. Bring up the map for you guys, so you can kind of see our departure that we made here. So he just gave us an RNAV to Sarah, so we just made a turn back around that way. You can see it's a pretty quick flight. Not going to take us long. Alright, so I'm going to check VATSIM here. Is Louisville closed? Ah, Louisville closed. Alright, so we don't have any ATC on our arrival. That's okay though. We still got ATC for the departure. That's pretty fun. So we'll just be on 122.8, I guess, for the remainder of the flight. So since we can't get an ATIS in that case, what we'll do is we'll just click here on Louisville and we'll just get our weather this way. Winds 210 at 12, gusts 20, 10 statute miles, few at 12,000, scattered 17, broken 21, 2923, and altimeter 3004. We'll go ahead and set that since we're getting closer to Louisville. 3004 set. Yeah, let's plan, I guess 17 right would be our best option. And we're going to be parking at Atlantic. So actually, I mean, if we get a choice, let's get 17 left. It'll be a shorter taxi. So I'm going to go here. We'll go procedure, select the arrival, and we're just going to switch our runway transition for the, what was the arrival? I forgot where, oh, the M-Bell, that's right. M-Bell from 1 Ave, and we'll do 17 left for the shorter taxi. Load that in, and let's go ahead. I mean, since we don't have ATC, just to avoid that sharp little jut, we'll proceed direct to 1 Ave at this point. Sorry, you guys probably can't see exactly what I'm doing. Move that window. So we just got 1 Ave, that waypoint there, and we'll hit direct and activate. And that'll take us there. Alright. Cool. So now with that transition, we'll be going to Kurt for the bottom of the arrival. So let's plan to cross Kurt. Actually, let's see what our altitude is on this approach. I'm just going to load up the ILS 17 left for reference. So final approach fix is 2,500. Let's descend cross Kurt at like 5,000 feet. That'll set us up on a nice downwind. So we'll go 5,000 feet right here at Kurt. We'll enter that. You can see it's drawing some altitudes for us to cross now. And what we'll do, so the airplane will do that for us automatically. We'll set 5,000 feet in our altitude window. And over here, we'll hit the VNAV button. and now the airplane will just make that descent automatically. The only thing I have to worry about is making sure I pull the power back to maintain speed and then get below 250 knots at 10,000 feet. Alright guys, we're on our way to Louisville. Let's go ahead and load up this approach as well. So I'll pull it up on this side. Get the iPad out of the way for you guys. Make this window a little bigger. There we go. So we'll go to Procedure, select Approach, ILS 17 left, and we're just gonna do, well, let's see, where's Stunned? It's pretty far out there. We'll just do vectors. Bottoms on the approach, I'll pull the iPad back up here. So if we look down here at the bottom of our approach plate, we're going to be straight in ILS 699 feet, so we'll round up and call it 700. So 700 feet, that's the bottom altitude. Enter, and we're just going to load. So now as we look at our flight plan in the FMS, you can see here we continue the arrival, and then we go down to Kurt for the bottom of the arrival. That pretty much puts us on downwind for runway 17 left, and then we have the approach 17 left from the fixes Racer, Slugger, and then the runway 17 left. And then a missed approach out to Torak if we couldn't see the runway. It's VFR today, we're going to see it. But that's the missed approach procedure. Okay, that's loaded in. Let's go ahead and brief our approach here real quick. So this is the ILS 17 left into Louisville. IPKI will be the nav aid on 111.95. 170 course going down to 700 for the bottom, 500 foot touchdown elevation, and MSA around the Louisville VOR is 3,600 feet. We'll be looking for a PAPI to the left-hand side of the runway. Approach lights, if they're even turned on, they're probably not. We'll plan a left-hand turn off of the runway. We're parking at Atlantic, so as we look at our airport diagram, we'll just take the first available left-hand turn. We'll try to make Echo 2, that should be no problem for us. We'll probably either make Echo 3 or Golf. And Atlantic is up like over here. So we'll take taxiway Echo, make a right turn at Echo 4 and into the Atlantic ramp. And cool, I think we're briefed. Now we get to sit back and relax, guys. We've done the hard work, we're ready to go. We'll listen to a little music while we're cruising along. How about that? Yeah, let's get some cool external shots. Watch your ears, it might get a little bit loud. It's a nice looking airplane. Get some wing views. This airplane's pretty cool. They got it modeled out quite a bit. Back here you even got like a lavatory with a window, which is awesome. You can even open the toilet. Like, they really went all out with this airplane for Arabesque. Pretty cool. I really love this airplane. It's well done. Oh, that's cool. Making the turn. Anyways, there's one thing we actually still need to do. We need to get our landing speeds. So I'm gonna switch over to the performance document. I'll bring the iPad back on for you guys. And landing performance is all the way at the very end. Oh, come on, let me, there it is. I'm trying to grab the scroll bar. It goes faster. Alright. So, we're going to do a flaps 3 landing. We got plenty of runway. Let's see here. In Louisville, it'd be about 1,000 foot pressure altitude. Alright, so this is unfactored landing distance. Engine and ice protection off, wing stab off, flaps 3. So let's see, on landing, how much are we weighing right now? We are weighing 7,100 kilograms. We'll probably be about 7,000 on landing, be my best guess. So 7,000. Let's see here. Under the 1,000 foot pressure altitude, I'm going to assume 0 wind. We're probably really going to have headwind, but I'll just keep that factor of it. So 7,000 feet, 0 wind, that's showing 790 meters. I'm going to ask my co-pilot what that is converted to feet. I'll mute the mic so I don't activate all your Amazon devices. (2,590 feet, she says. Okay, so we'll have plenty enough runway for that. And landing speeds. I guess that's above it. Let's see, there it is. So this is going to be approach flaps 1. And landing flaps 3. And ice protection off. We don't need that today. So we'll approach 1, landing flaps 3 at 7,000 pounds. It's going to be 112 VREF and a 115 VAC. So let's see. What was it? 115 VAC, 112 ref. So that'll be approach speed of 117 is what we'll have bugged, and VFS is 126. Alright, speeds and landing calculations complete. Turn that off for you guys. And even though we haven't started descending yet, let's do the descent checklist since we're below 18,000 feet. So descent checks, approach briefing complete, landing dead as set, windshield heat is as required, signs and outlets are as required, ice protection as required, descent checklist is complete. Turn the track IR back on. Let's see, how long until top of descent? 1 minute. Alright, so we're just going to make sure the airplane's going to intercept our path here and start the descent. Alright, the path is alive. See this pink needle coming down? The airplane should start descending to follow that. And it's not going to, is it? Okay. This happens sometimes with X-Plane. I've noticed if you arm VNav way too early, it has a hard time remembering to catch it. So we'll just VS down, reduce our power. Let's try rearming VNav and see if it'll capture. Let me re-enter the altitude. Oh, it's because we changed arrivals. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Oh no, it's not. Kurt's still in there at 5. Let's re-enter that. There we go. Kurt at 5, 2.5 degree. Alright, there it is. V path. Alright, it worked. VNav can be a little quirky sometimes. I don't know what's going on with the map, like going all crazy like this today. Never seen it do that before. There it goes. Zoom in a little bit. Make a quick radio call here. I'm going to pause the music. Let's see, how far out are we? Let me switch screens back to flight plan go here. I love this app for the quick reference it gives you down here. Alright, so we are 17 miles southeast. Louisville traffic, November 66 Mike is 16 miles to the southeast, sending out of 1,000 feet. Will be a left downwind, runway 17 left for the ILS, Louisville. Set our speed bug back to 250 here. 250. Alright, we're approaching 10. I think we'll make 250 at 10 here with the power back to idle. Get the music for you guys. Alright, there's 10,000 feet. Lights on. We'll blip the passenger signs. Let them know. Just notice the sounds are a little quiet. Turn up the aircraft sounds a little bit for you guys. It's because I was flying that DA62 and it's so loud, man. It's a little bit louder. Alright, a little on the slow side. Let's get a little power back in. Maintain about 240 to 250 knots. With auto throttles, I'll set it right to 250. Since this airplane doesn't have auto throttles, I'll set the speed bug at 245. Whoops. Just to give myself like a 5-knot buffer so I don't exceed the speed limit below 10,000 feet. Alright guys, so we're just about to make the turn here at Kurt, and this will put us on downwind. Well, towards Kurt, I should say. So we're on the downwind now. We should be starting to see, here's Louisville, the city. We'll look for our airport out here. If we get it in sight, we might just do a quick visual approach rather than going all the way out. In fact, I see the airport right there. kind of through the clouds, but that's Louisville International. We're parking like up over here. This is our landing runway right here. Alright, well, it's in sight. Tell you what, let's do a flight level change descent. Just get below these clouds. We're also getting a little bit of light chop, looks like. Try to get below the clouds, it should get smoother, and maybe we'll just do a quick visual approach. Save ourselves a little bit of time. Alright, through 7,000 feet now. We'll go ahead and turn the music off. We're in the sterile cockpit environment now. And we'll be ready for landing. Louisville traffic, November 66 Mike, left downwind, 17 left, Louisville. We'll just do a text message too, just in case somebody doesn't have audio close by. Let's just set and maintain 3,000 feet. 3,000 set. Console. Alright, we got a message out there. So we're gonna let the airplane start slowing down. Oh, flight level change. Actually, yeah, VS. Alright, so I'm just gonna dial the speed back. I'm just gonna set it to our approach speed of 117 at this point. So we're gonna be pretty quick turn here shortly. So we're getting the airplane slowed down. So flap speeds, just to remind myself, it's 180 for 1, 170 for 2 or 3, and we're not going to be planning flaps full, but if we do, it's 160. And 250's VLE. A little bit of turbulence there. Let's see, how it looking? Should be alright. Here, I'm just going to go heading mode. We're just going to do a visual approach here. And I'm going to switch to the CDI. Actually, go back here. Procedure, activate approach. Louisville, November 66 Mike, left base, 17 left. And let's activate. There we go. Alright, we get the localizer pulled up. IPKI, that is the correct fix, or correct nav aid. Bring the iPad back up for you guys for a minute. So we're just kind of on a perpendicular leg for 17 left. We'll be landing here shortly. Zoom in just a little bit so you can see we're outside of Slugger. Slugger is that final approach fix for the ILS approach. We'll start a little bit of turn in there. And we're going to arm. Let's hit the approach button to arm it up. Now let's keep the descent coming down to 2,500 feet. Which, yeah, 2,500 is the intercept for Slugger, intercept altitude. Alright, make a little left turn here. Back we'll turn all the way left to about a 200 for the intercept. There it is. Louisville traffic, November 66 Mike, turning final, 17 left, full stop, Louisville. Alright, we've made our radio calls. There's the localizer. Sync up the heading here. There we go. Alright, let's go flaps 1. Selected and indicating. Alright, here's Slugger. Glide slope is alive. We'll make sure that captures. And there's glide slope. And let's just set 3,000 in case we gotta go missed. 3,000 set. Flaps 2. Gear down. Turn off the iPad for you guys. Now that we're done. I'll call him back. Alright. Let's go flaps 3. Speed 117. And a landing checklist. Let's see. Land checklist. Gear down, 3 green. Flaps 3. Yacht damper is as required. Speed brakes closed. Go around altitude set. Ice protection as required. Landing checklist is complete. There's 1,000 feet. Aircraft configured. A little slow. A little bit of power. We'll let the autopilot keep it down a little bit lower. Get my seat adjusted. Ready for landing. Alright, autopilot's coming off.
Autopilot.
There's 500 feet. We're stable. And landing.
500.
About 2 knots fast.
400. 300. 700. Glide slope.
Correcting. Keep it stable. Oh, we are floating for days, guys. Get on in there. There it is. Ugh, that was a terrible flare, man. But we made it down safely. Alright, we'll take the next turn off. Alright guys, welcome to Louisville. Alright, let's pull up the airport diagram here. Bring that back on for you guys. Alright, so we just cleared over here. We're going up to Atlantic, so we'll make a left turn echo. And then Echo 4 onto the ramp. After landing, flaps to be brake closed. External lights is required. Ice protection as required. Cabin diff, looks like our cabin is 0. Alright, we're good. Clear. And clear. Well, guys, thanks for joining me on this flight. It's kind of a last minute thing. I saw that there were 2 airports that were close together that were, had ATC open. Unfortunately, Louisville closed, but, we still got to get a clearance and, use VATSIM a little bit out in Nashville, so that was pretty fun. Get a little external shot, watch your ears. It's a beautiful airplane, man. I love this Embraer Phenom. My first time trying it out in VATSIM too. Things go a lot quicker in the jet. It's easier to get behind the airplane, especially if you're dealing with complex ATC and stuff like that, but worked out okay. So, anyways, thanks for joining us. We'll go get the airplane parked up. We'll shut it down, let the passengers out, and we'll end the stream there. A lot of fun to do these. I do always appreciate y'all joining in and enjoying the flights with me. If you want to watch it again, be sure to check it out on YouTube a little bit later on. I'll be reposting probably within the next 3 days or so. Is this my turn? No, it's the next one. Just past this hangar here. That Piaggio parked over there? Yeah, we'll go park next to him. I've only ever seen a couple of those in real life, but they're pretty cool looking. Some people think they're ugly. I kind of like them though. The pusher prop. There's like 2 taxiways. We're gonna go for this next one. For the ramp. Let's see, do we have enough room? What we might do... Let's see here. We'll go around the left side of this Piaggio. So I don't know if there's enough room to U-turn. Well, there probably was. I was going to say between the Piaggio and the Cessna. But we'll come around this aircraft on this side. And then we'll just kind of park next to them. Just going to watch the wings. Take it nice and slow through here. Turn off that light. Alright. Right there. Welcome to Louisville. Here it is. Alright guys, thanks for watching the stream. We'll see you next time. Take care. Oops. I killed the music. Yeah, that's about how my streams usually end. There we go. All right, take care, guys. We'll see ya.